Good morning, class. Welcome back. So, in the previous classes, we have discussed something about the accounting terminology and meanings of accounting, definitions of accounting, and all. And in this lecture, we are going to discuss some new content, some new topic. So, enjoy. So, we have to continue with the accounting process as we have already seen about the accounting and all, and you are aware about the term financial transactions. So first, in the accountants, if we are going throughout the definition of accounting or the accountancy, so that is a kind of process in which we have to perform different type of the activities. So we start with the financial transactions, because first we have to find out, we have to check which type of transactions comes under the financial and which comes under the non-financial transactions. So first we have to identify them, then after we have to record them, and these transactions we can record in the cash book, purchase book, sales book. Okay, so different type of the books are there. Then after recording the transactions, we have to classify them and we have to post them into the ledger, and after that we have to prepare summary. Okay, in the form of summary we prepare trial balance, trading and profit and loss account, and the balance sheet. Then after we analyze, and finally at the last we communicate the financial information with the users. So let's discuss each and every step in detail. So first we have to check whatever about the transaction. So first we have to check that is external transactions or the internal transactions. External transactions or the external events involve the transaction between the outsiders for the business organizations, just like payment of rent, electricity and all, that is external events. And secondly we have to identify internal events. It means events or the transactions which belongs to the internal wings of an organization, just like payment of salary or the wages to the workers, that comes under the internal event. So first we have to identify economic transactions, because we used to record only the economic transactions. After recording them we have to identify. Okay, after the identifications of the transactions we have to measure them, we have to measure the monetary value of those transactions. Transactions which has monetary value, that only we can record. If transaction has no monetary value, then we can't record it in the books. Okay, so first was we have to identify that is economic event or not. Secondly we have to identify the transactions, that is purchase, sell, that is cash transactions or the credit transactions. Then after we have to measure the monetary value of that transactions. Okay, then after the measurement we have to record them, we have to record the transactions in the prescribed books. Okay, so it can be accounts or the journals or the book of original entries. Okay, and all these transactions we used to record in the chronological order. Chronological order, it means in the sequential order. First we have to record, just like if we are going to record transactions for today, so we have to mention date, then we have to write all the transaction in the sequential order, that is called chronological order. Okay, so once when you will record your transaction in different books, it may be the purchase book, sales book, purchase return, sales return, cash book. Okay, so after recording the transactions we have to communicate. Okay, last topic I have written here, that is communicate. What we have to communicate? Whatever financial information we will prepare, that we will share with the users of accounting information. They are classified into two parts: internal users and external users. Internal users like management or the owner of the business organization, they are internal. And external users, government, bank, creditors, supplier, they comes under the external users. Okay, so in this chapter basically we have to focus now in the branches of accounting. So what are the branches of accounting? As we have seen, accounting, that is a language of recording business transactions, analyzing business transactions and all. That is of the accounting. So accounting has a broader concept, okay, and accounting are used in the different fields. So first, and the very important branch of accounting, that is of financial accounting, because we study about the financial accounting throughout the year, it means in the 11th year or the 12th year, and even in the graduation level, okay. So what is financial accounting? As we have seen everything about the accounting, that is a kind of process, okay. In the accounting we do lot of activities like identifying, recording, classifying, summarizing, okay, and communicating. These all are the process of accounting. So what is financial? All the statement which we prepare at the end of the year, that is called financial accounting. So basically in the financial statement we includes profit and loss account and the balance sheet. P&L, profit and loss, it helps us to know the profitability of the business organization. What is the profit earning capacity of a business organization, that we can understand with the help of प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस स्टेटमेंट, जिसको हम लोग शॉर्टकट में P&L बोल देते हैं, P/L, okay. And second, and the very important thing, balance sheet, which shows the clear view or the clear picture of the business organization. So here financial accounting involves recording and classifying business transactions and preparing the presenting financial statement to be used by the internal and external users. In the preparation of financial statements, strict compliance with generally accepted accounting principles, which is very popular by the name of GAAP, GAAP, is observed. Financial accounting is primarily concerned in processing historical data, okay. After the financial accounting we have next, that is managerial accounting. As according to the topic managerial accounting, we are aware about the term accounting. So what is managerial? All the contents or the elements used by a manager for their managerial functionings, okay. So managerial or the management accounting focus on providing information for use by internal users, because managers, they belongs to the inside of the business organization, so they are internal users. The managerial accounting involves financial analysis, it means they analyze our trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet. Budgeting, it means preparation of income and expenditures, okay, statement of income and expenditures. And forecasting, it means they should be futuristic, it means what can be the effect of any decision in the future, that is called forecasting. And cost analysis, what is the cost of manufacturing any goods, or what is the cost of providing any services, under that they analyze. And evaluation of business decisions, okay, what decisions we have already taken in the past and what is the effect of that transactions, okay, that we evaluate, that we cross check. And similar areas, okay, these are the things which comes under the managerial accounting, and it can be possible only with the help of accounting. So after the managerial accounting, next we have cost accounting, that is a wider concept, and even you can start your career as a cost management, okay, because in most of the organizations or the production departments, they try to cut down the cost of production, because if the production cost is less, then only company can survive and earn more and more profit. So sometimes considered as a subset of management accounting, cost accounting refers to the recording, presentation and analysis of manufacturing cost. Cost accounting is very useful in manufacturing businesses, since they have most complicated costing process, because if we are going to calculate the cost of anything, that is a very tough job. So let's play a game, okay. So this game will help you to understand the concept of cost accounting. Suppose in the future when we will meet in the physical classroom, so at that time we will also discuss the same thing. So suppose you are instructed to stitch a shirt for one of your friend. Okay. So what do you think? What will be the cost of that one shirt? So you just calculate each and everything. Sir, for the stitching of a shirt, first we will require cloth, okay, as a raw material. Then definitely buttons, okay, threads, okay, needles, okay. Then sir, scissor, because without scissor how we cut that shirt piece, okay. Then after we will require a person who can do that stitching work, because we are not well skilled for that now, okay. Okay, labor. Then, and the very important thing, any idea? Okay, so maybe you will add these things. So the cost of raw material as a shirt, that is suppose 100 rupees, okay, and the buttons and all, that is of 20 rupees, okay. So 120, and scissor 100 rupees, okay, 220. That is the cost of a raw material, okay. Then after, definitely we will require a person, so we will pay him 200 for a day. So 200. So here we have a cost of single shirt, that is I think 420 rupees, okay. So that is not enough, because for stitching we will require a machine, and the cost of machine may be the 5,000 or 6,000. Suppose we can take 5,000 only. So 5,000, and we are going to stitch only one shirt. So the cost of one shirt will be 5,520 rupees. Because my question was there, you was instructed to stitch one shirt, only one shirt. For the stitching of one shirt also we are required that machinery. So here you can calculate the cost of single shirt. If we are going to stitch two shirts, then sir, labor cost, that is not going to increase, because we are paying 200 for that for the stitching to that labor, okay. So he will serve us whole day. So in a day he can stitch 10, 20 or more than that shirts, okay. So okay, sir, stitching charges, the cost of labor, that is not going to increase. And machine, definitely we will use same machinery, so we don't have to purchase another machinery. So machinery we are not going to purchase, so we have to purchase only the raw material. And when you will purchase raw material for 2 shirts, 3 shirts, or the 10 or 20 shirts, definitely the cost of that shirt piece will decreases, okay. If we are going to stitch one shirt, so definitely we will purchase a just only the piece of cloth, okay. But if we are going to stitch 10 or 20 shirts, then we will purchase the whole rim, okay, rim of that cloth. So definitely cost will decreases, okay. So if you are going to stitch one shirt, so cost will be 5,520. But if you are going to stitch 10 shirts or more than 10 shirts, so definitely the cost of that shirt will decreases, okay. So these type of things comes under the cost accounting, which help us to find out the cost of any productions, okay. So you can take any kind of example, any sort of the example, okay. Next, after the cost accounting, we have auditing. Because if you have selected commerce as a stream, definitely some just to कुछ तो होगा आपके दिमाग में कि क्या बनना है आगे चल करके. So it may be the CA or the CS or something. So auditing, that is the main function of the CA, chartered accountant, okay. So external auditing refers to the examination of financial statements. Financial statements, जब भी हम लोग फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स की बात करते हैं, तो जस्ट इमेजिन अबाउट द P&L एंड द balance sheet, okay, profit and loss statement and balance sheet, okay. So external auditing refers to the examination of financial statements by an independent party independent party, that is he is called CA, with the purpose of expressing and an opinion as to fairness of presentation and compliance with gap, because that CA or the auditor, he will check each and everything, each and every transactions done by us, okay, and he will give his opinion कि whatever data we have presented, that is proper, or is if there are any errors or the mistakes. Okay, whenever that auditor or the CA will cross check our data, he has to follow all the rules, okay, prescribed by generally accepted accounting principle. Internal auditing focuses on evaluation. Okay, two different type of the auditing is there. Okay, first is external, second one is internal. Basically हम लोग पहले internal करते हैं फिर external करते हैं. Internal auditing focuses on evaluating the adequacy of a company's internal control structure by testing different type of duties, policies, procedures, degrees and all. Okay, so before doing external auditing हम लोग अपने levels में एक बार क्रॉस चेक कर लिए रहते हैं, चेक कर लिए होते हैं हम लोगों का जो डेटा है, दैट इज़ ऑफ इंटरनल ऑडिटिंग. ओके, सो आफ्टर द ऑडिटिंग नेक्स्ट वी हैव tax accounting. So branches of in the branches of accounting, next we have tax accounting. And tax accounting, as a tax accounting also you can start your career, because nowadays we have different type of the taxes, okay, and just like GST and all. So you can start your career as a tax consultant. Tax accounting helps clients follow rules set by the tax authorities. In India, different tax authorities are there, okay, who works according to the government's instructions, and they have prescribed some rules, some set of rules, and which should be followed by all the organization. So it includes tax planning and preparation of tax returns, because each and every organization have to file their tax, okay, that is called tax returns. It also involves determination of income tax and other taxes, because in India we have divided taxes into two parts, direct tax and indirect tax. Under the direct tax we have income tax, property tax and all, and in the indirect taxes we have variations. And in the tax accounting we also work as a tax, as we can provide tax advisory services. Okay, so how a person can minimize their tax legally, okay, not by illegal way, how a person or the organization can minimize their tax, or evaluation of the tax decision, whatever decision we are taking related to tax, okay, what will be the effect of that we can study here, and other tax related matters. Okay, just like you can discuss with your parents too कि if they are doing any business or they are salaried persons, how they used to save tax, कैसे वो लोग टैक्स को सेव करते हैं. तो मोस्ट प्रोबेबली फॉर द सेविंग ऑफ टैक्सेस पर्सनली इंडिविजुअली वी कैन टेक insurance policies or the insurance premium, we can deposit our savings with post office and all. So lot of things are there, lot of rules and the provisions are there how we can save our money. Okay, so under the tax accounting that we study, after this we have accounting information system, और अभी के टाइम पे ये सबसे स्ट्रॉन्ग है, ठीक है, अकाउंटिंग इंफॉर्मेशन सिस्टम, दैट इज कॉल्ड AIS. ओके, सो इट इन्वॉल्व्स द डेवलपमेंट, इंस्टॉलेशन, इम्प्लीमेंटेशन एंड मॉनिटरिंग ऑफ अकाउंटिंग प्रोसीजर्स एंड सिस्टम used in the accounting process. It includes the employment of business firms, accounting, personal directions and software management. Basically whenever we talk about the accounting information system, so where is the information system? That is directly related to the softwares, computer softwares. So अभी अगर आप देखें तो बहुत सारे accounting softwares आपको मिलते हैं, जस्ट लाइक टैली हो गया, और इस टाइप से कस्टमाइज सॉफ्टवेयर्स होते हैं जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस को हेल्प करते हैं उनके सारे डेटा को मेंटेन करने के लिए, फाइनेंशियल डेटास को मेंटेन करने के लिए. सो वी कैन ऑल्सो स्टार्ट अवर कैरियर एज अ अकाउंटिंग इंफॉर्मेशन सिस्टम, एंड इसके लिए कंप्यूटर्स नॉलेज मस्ट है. ओके, सो यहाँ पे बहुत सारी चीज़ें होती हैं, एंड हेयर वी कैन डेवलप any kind of software, we can help to develop softwares, we can install that software in any organizations, and we can train the workers, okay, how to use that system, and we have to monitor them. हम लोग उसको कुछ समय तक मॉनिटर करते हैं, उसके सिस्टम को समझते हैं. इफ़ दे आर फेसिंग एनी डिफिकल्टीज, देन वी, दैट इज़ अवर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू help them, okay. So this is also the branch of accounting. Then after, forensic accounting is there. In the forensic accounting, that involves with the court and cases, okay, investigations, claims and all, that comes under the forensic accounting. So what is forensic accounting? अगर हम लोग accounting words को छोड़ देते हैं, केवल forensic words के ऊपर में डिपेंड करते हैं, तो forensic का मतलब होता है deep checking of each and every aspect of anything. सो फॉरेंसिक अकाउंटिंग मोस्ट प्रॉब्ली क्या होता है, जैसे लाइक अभी आप देखते हैं कि गवर्नमेंट के किसी भी डिपार्टमेंट में या गवर्नमेंट में अगर कोई स्कैम होता है, सो जस्ट फॉर द चेकिंग ऑफ दैट स्कैम, गवर्नमेंट मेक अ committee, and that committee used to check each and everything. So the activities done by that committee is called here, that committee use the term of forensic accounting, because they used to check each and every aspect. बहुत ही बारीकी से एक एक चीज़ वो लोग छोड़ देते हैं. इसके लिए एक्सपर्ट ऑडिटर्स होते हैं, मतलब जो छोटी छोटी चीज़ों को बिल्कुल प्रॉपरली देखते हैं, है ना. तो और आज के टाइम पे जो फॉरेंसिक अकाउंटिंग है, दैट इज़ अ वेरी यूज़फुल, और हम लोग अपना कैरियर इसमें भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं, ओके. देन आफ्टर we have bookkeeping, accounting and accountancy. As we have seen bookkeeping, so bookkeeping, that is just only the small part in which we use to record transactions only. We learn how to record business transactions. And then after we have accounting, as we have seen, accounting is a process of recording, summarizing, classifying, interpreting and all, that is accounting. And accountancy, that is everything in which accounting or the bookkeeping, all the terms of accounting comes under the accountancy, okay. So bookkeeping is the activities concerned with the systematic recording and classification of financial data of an organization in an orderly manner. It is essentially a record keeping function done to assist in the process of accounting, because if we have recorded all the transactions properly, then after only we can start with the accounting works, okay. In simple words, systematic recording of financial aspect of business transaction in appropriate books of accounts. So bookkeeping is the process in which we use to learn how to record any business transaction in prescribed books, okay. So next, that is accounting. It is a systematic process of identifying, recording, measuring, classifying, verifying, summarizing, interpreting and communicating financial informations, okay. Because here it reveals profit or loss, because on the basis of accounting process only we can learn this year we have got profit, or we are in loss and all, okay. That we can understand with the help of accounting. Accountancy is a practice, okay, because accounting is a process, but accountancy, that is a practice of recording, classifying and reporting on business transactions for any business. It provides feedback to the management regarding the financial results and status of an organization. So accountancy, that is very wider concept, and we have different parts, okay. In that part we can learn lot. So here we have last topic, that is difference between bookkeeping and accounting. So if we are going throughout the definition, so the definition of bookkeeping is mainly related to identifying, measuring and recording financial transactions. It helps us to record the financial transactions only, okay. We identify, we measure and we record only. But in the accounting is the process. Once when bookkeeping ends, then after accounting begins. So accounting is the process of summarizing, interpreting, communicating of the financial transactions with their users. And second base of difference, that is decision making. Management can't take decision based on the data provided by bookkeeping. So okay, in the bookkeeping, management can't take any decision, but In the accounting, it depends on the data provided by accountants, which type of data has been provided by accountant. On the basis of that, management can take decisions. Okay, basically management take critical business decisions, not the routine decisions. The next topic, that is of objectives. The main objective of bookkeeping is to keep the records of all the financial transactions properly. Okay, and the objectives of accounting is to gauge the financial situation and further communicate the information only. And preparation of financial statement, as we have seen in the bookkeeping, we just record the transaction, and we can prepare financial accounting under the accountings only. And next base of difference, that is skills required for the bookkeeping. We doesn't require any special skill. Okay, if we are aware about the rules and regulations of bookkeeping, then easily we can record the transactions. But for doing accounting work, we are required skilled person. Okay, because accounting, that is a complex in nature. Then next, analysis. As we have seen, bookkeeping, that is just the beginning process. At the beginning we can't do any kind of analysis, so in the bookkeeping, analysis is not required. In the accounting, we do analysis. Okay, the next one, types. Basically there are two types of bookkeeping: single entry and the double entry bookkeeping. In the single entry, we simply use to record transactions one side, one ledger. In the double entry bookkeeping, we used to record one transaction in two different book at two different sides. And in the accounting department does preparation of a company's budget and plans for the loan proposals and all. Okay, they have different type of the activities. And last topic, that is bookkeepers and accountants. Bookkeepers are required to be accurate in their work and knowledge about the financial topics. Bookkeepers work is usually overseen by an accountant. So basically in the schools, colleges or somewhere else, you may be seen कि कोई न कोई बंदा होता है, वो ट्रांजेक्शन्स देखता रहता है, दे आर कॉल्ड अकाउंटेंट्स. सो उसको केवल बेसिक नॉलेज भी है तो वो अकाउंट बुक कीपिंग कर सकता है. बट लेकिन जो अकाउंटिंग वर्क होता है, अकाउंटिंग कांट बी डन बाय द जनरल अकाउंटेंट्स, और वो हमेशा जो अकाउंटिंग का वर्क, फाइनल वर्क होता है, दैट इज़ डन बाय द सर्टिफाइड पब्लिक अकाउंटेंट्स, जिसको हम लोग CA बोलते हैं, चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स बोलते हैं. ठीक है. So here it was the difference between the bookkeeping and accounting.